Welcome back to the D4 channel. And I just gotta say before we start this episode, thank you guys for the love. Our last video got over 200 views. Now, I don't see a lot of comments. So guys, if you're watching these episodes, don't be shy. We will respond to every one of your comments, good or bad, light or dark side of the force. So guys, keep up with watching the video. But remember, like the video and subscribe. And what they gotta do to make sure they see all our videos when we post them?
Hit the notification bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Hit the bell, as this one says, because you don't want to miss our thoughts on the Ahsoka show, which everyone seems to be loving. Or sleeping on, we don't know. So we're gonna do, of course, a spoiler review on episode 6 called Far, Far Away. So if you haven't seen episode 6, you stay far, far away from this video because it is a spoiler review. All right, D4, let's get it thronin'. Because let's just start with the great blue man himself.
You know why you clicked here. You saw blue man.
Yeah, I'm going to put sexy blue man as the thumbnail so you're not misled. We finally get Lars Mikkelsen Thrawn
with
in
his
Ahsoka.
Beautiful chocolate voice.
Oh, and he looks so good too with his blue makeup, and the eyes look, I'm not gonna lie, the eyes in this episode,
it's like piercing.
Both him and Ezra's eyes are like piercing.
Ezra's is even.
Oh, I forget, like, I know his eyes are blue, but I guess it matches more anime. I forgot how blue that man's eyes are.
Our beautiful Space Aladdin is also Space Moses.
Oh my god, like, if you didn't, like, nut for these two beautiful sentient creatures in this episode, I don't know what you're doing, because Thrawn sounded like how he sounds in the animation. Perfection.
If the voice was different, it would be a problem.
That literally would have been a problem. Because all the voices, as you know, they casted the Ahsoka's different, Sabine's different. Ezra, surprisingly, I can't remember the actor's name, but like trying to remember animation Ezra's voice in my head and hearing his voice, I was like, yeah, sounds pretty one-to-one.
It's like, so it's like good enough that it's like whatever.
Yeah, it's literally whatever. Who cares? Like, cause so for Sabine and Ahsoka, I kind of could like hear their voice in animation compared to the thing. But for Ezra, I thought they got the casting so like perfect, and he looked
good job.
He looked great, and that's obviously like towards like the end of the episode. Again, we're gonna jump around.
We're just covering what we love first. Sorry.
Yeah, so we had to talk about Blue Man. I thought he was great. He looked great. He was menacing. D4.
He's like, even when he was talking to Sabine, he was like,
yeah, he's a tall fellow. And also, even like, he's like an angry parent that doesn't yell, but is still more terrifying.
Angry parents who don't yell are always more scary.
Yeah, because you could tell sometimes in this episode, he was getting mad. Especially
like,
Ahsoka's alive. Why didn't I know this?
Background check her heritage.
I need to know everything about this woman or else. And you could see like the anger in his eyes.
Kill the whales.
He said, if the whales show up, murk them. Extreme prejudice. I want to destroy.
Which, good luck with that, because
I don't know. When we went to that planet, it was surrounded by bones, right?
Yeah.
Was that the whale bones?
I would think so.
So somebody were murking the whales, maybe the Night Sisters. That's where we're going to start, because how did the episode start again? I think it started with Ahsoka, yes. So they're traveling, we're in hyperspace, going with the whales.
You know, like, we're just in the
We're they're just chilling there while the whales are going halfway across the universe. And they were talking about Ahsoka, despite being more enlightened, I guess you would say, she still doesn't understand that Sabine did this because she wants to find Ezra.
She was like, that's crazy. I can't believe she did that. She could have stopped this whole thing. And we're like, could she really?
Yeah, like, we know where it was going. Even she was like, she was fated to make that choice because she didn't have time or train to stop it. But I'm like, it's Ezra, bro. She was going to go there despite, you know, Thrawn threatening the whole galaxy.
You might as well. It's like either like probably die or like go over there.
Exactly.
And maybe see Ezra and maybe die. You know?
Exactly, or maybe live, because that's the thing she forgets. She was surrounded by 2 force wielders.
Yeah,
by
she
herself.
said no. They're like, okay, bet.
Yeah, and then your apprentice would have died. But
and
at least
even
she bought
she was
a
about to
chance.
shoot. He probably could have just took the ball out of her hand.
Yeah, he literally could just force it, but he's like, I want you to come here willingly, because I can just take it from you, but I'm not going to.
So I was like, I think the better option was what she did, actually.
Exactly. So I'm like, Ahsoka kind of like chillax a little bit.
But would you like me to tell you a story?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna cut to the next scene.
Bro, Hugh Wang had, what was it, 3 Jedi fable stories, and she said no, I don't want you to tell me. And he's like, maybe you should tell me one of your stories. And then she's like, you know what? You tell me one of your stories. And he's like, in a galaxy far, far away.
Transition.
I was like, I really want to hear those damn stories. Like, oh my god, what are the Jedi fables? We better get that in a freaking book somewhere.
No, we're sleeping.
And of course, the episode is called Far, Far Away.
Can you guess where we are?
We are in the new galaxy. The galaxy has not been named yet. I believe the planet name is Primordia. I think that's what they call it.
Sure.
Which you see what I did there?
Applause sound effect.
I'm going to put all the sound effects in there. This is the home of the Night Sisters.
Grievous.
Like his eyes shooting in flames. And it's funny too, because like they use the Force so differently than the people in this galaxy. I'm like, I just chalked up to witchcraft, like they said. But it makes sense if they come from another galaxy. The way people use Force in that galaxy may be different from how they use it in this one.
Maybe.
And I was like, now we only saw 3 of the mothers.
And we only seen one planet, you feel me?
Well, and we only seen one planet. And it's like Saturn, but like it's surrounded with a ring of, I'm assuming, dead whale carcasses. Why? I have no idea.
For fun.
Why would you kill whales for fun?
I guess they don't like the whales, and maybe the whales don't like them.
Well, the whales definitely probably didn't like them, which we also learned that way, way back in the day, before time was even being counted, the Night Sisters somehow was able to tame the whales, and that's how they got to the galaxy we know.
And I guess somewhere along the way,
they started murking them. I really want to know the backstory of that whole dead funeral thing around it. But we land on Primordial. It seems barren, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, we got a few rat dogs. Random.
I had a roller coaster with these rat dogs before. Before I judged them on pure instinct. I said I hate these things, but then during the episode, the little rat doggies. I called the one Sabine was riding. His name is Timmy.
Timmy the rat dog.
Timmy the rat dog. That will be his name forever. That is Timmy. If anything happens to Timmy, I'll be extremely upset.
We're riding.
We are riding Dave Filoni. But I know you like, it's technically like a wolf. Kind of like a wolf rat.
It's like a wolf rat.
A wolf rat dog, wolf rat. So like, I know he won't touch it. But if anything happens to Timmy, I'm going to lose it. Dave Filoni.
The whole fandom.
The whole fandom get behind Timmy. Because I thought they looked hideous. But then when Sabine got attacked by those, I don't know what you call them, vagabonds, bandits,
yes.
Yeah, she attacks them, and I love how she used all her Mandalorian tricks on the.
She remembers she was Mandalorian.
Oh, it was fantastic. Oh wait, let's reverse a little bit, because when they're going there, she's in the prison and on the starship, and she's like kind of like.
No pillow.
She's getting impatient. She's like, come on.
Perfect makeup.
Oh, her makeup is sublime. It's
no showers.
Sublime. No showers. Because Thrawn says, the mother said, this one smells like a Jedi.
0 showers a day.
No, 3 showers a day, people. Minimum. So she comes to this planet in chains, and the Night Sisters chain her up again, and then put her down in the prison as we see a ship come through. And guess whose ship it is? Thrawn Star Destroyer. I know it has a name for it. I think it's called the Chimera. I think it's a Star Destroyer called the Chimera.
That sounds like a very Thronish name.
Right? Yeah, and it has the whole like twin snake thing on the bottom. It looks like over the years he couldn't repair this thing.
You know, sometimes it's a bit difficult to get funding by yourself.
That's true. Plus, they're on a planet literally like devoid of pretty much anything, I guess.
Yeah. I really want to know about the other planet situations going on because
Me too.
Please do not tell me we just went to this galaxy to go to this one planet to just go back to the galaxy.
I think that's really what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to explore this galaxy at all, unless it's other media like books, comics.
So you think they just opened it up just for other media?
Correct. So I think we're literally going to see this planet. We're not going to see anything else.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It'll make sense too, because I guess Star Wars is a history of like showing you like this little tiny spot of a place, and then they're like, oh, you'll see that like in other media.
Oh, I guess we'll see in the future, guys. You ready for whatever's next?
I hope so, because if this planet has any indication how weird life is in this galaxy, I can't wait, because we meet not only the rat dogs, we meet little rock turtle
hermit crab people.
Kinda, they're like hermit crabs, like mixed with like snails.
Yeah, hermit crab snails.
Hermit crab snails, and I don't know what language they were speaking, but it was adorable.
It was a language, that's for sure.
It was a language, and
our little wolf dog wanted to eat them.
Oh, Timmy said, "I want to eat them," and Sabine's like, "No,
no."
Although she was pointing her gun at this damn small ass creature.
Relax. I won't harm you.
It's like what my Spanish teacher used to say, because when people used to use their phones and they had their headphones in it, and they'd be like, I'm not playing music, and she would be like, well, it's like me going to a store with an unloaded gun and say, don't worry, Chico, it's not loaded.
Don't worry, Chico.
I was like, this is like, she literally pointed this gun at this clearly helpless creature, and I'm like, put your gun away, Sabine, and talk to this creature like a Jedi. So she finally does that, and the creature's talking gibberish because she don't know what the hell is saying.
And he's like Ezra Bridger.
Ezra, I love to say Ezra Bridger. And she's like, yes, you know him. And they point at the rebellion symbol on the thing. I almost forgot I had this tattoo. I don't know if you can see it.
I love how you pointed at it and you didn't even know you had it.
I didn't forget I had this damn tattoo.
Well, I hope they can see it.
Yeah, they can see it on the thing. Yeah. They point at the rebellion symbol because I guess Ezra's been for a minute making his people. And we see our beautiful...
And he's looking hair beautiful. It's nice and oiled.
Oh,
you know,
like I don't know where he's getting the oil.
Aladdin.
Eyes as mystical as the blue moon.
Shining.
He sounded great.
He looked great.
I need I need Sabine to give him his lightsaber back.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Here you go, buddy. Like, have the lightsaber. I'm gonna have my Mandalorian tricks.
Don't have my helmet still. You know.
And also she did try to use the Force on the door when she got trapped in the prison.
Yeah, and then said no.
No, some other door opened up, and we thought Ezra was gonna be in the prison, but he wasn't. Apparently,
he's just Thrawn is just.
That's what I want to know, because when Thrawn showed up, he had a whole like legion of stormtroopers, and also I love the design of like they literally taped up their suits because it's been like tattered. And I love that one like guy who he had like the Egyptian almost helmet. They look great.
Like, oh, okay.
What was your thoughts on them when they showed up?
I was like, look at all these people. I was more. I'm gonna be honest. I was more thinking about that music. I was like, that music's going Thrawn.
Oh, you mean Thrawn's theme music?
Yeah, it was like Thrawn.
Oh my god.
I was like,
shout out to the Kiner brothers. Like, they are killing it. Like, I think they should do every Star Wars movie because they capture oh my god, why is my brain John Williams. They capture John Williams music, but they spin it into like their own thing, and it sounds so much like Star Wars. And I love it.
I love music.
I love music too.
I love music.
I know, right? Like sometimes, like that's my one critique of the Obi-Wan show. I didn't love the music in it, especially with
I don't remember a single thing.
It's not memorable, especially when you fight Vader again. I wanted like the Battle of the Heroes that they had in Episode 3.
Yeah, they did not have good music for such an important scene.
No, yeah, they had the Obi-Wan Kenobi theme music, and I was like, no, it doesn't work. The fight carried itself, but I was like, music is so much in Star Wars. Like, I love...
Stop tripping on your music. Music is important.
Yes, music makes up so much of this show. And Thrawn's theme and his music, everything around Thrawn was perfection. And I love that he knew all of this was going to happen, but then he's like, you know what? we're gonna send because they let Sabine go. It's like, you go.
He's like, go find him.
Go find him. Yeah, we'll keep our promise. And then he tells Balin, yeah, we're gonna keep our promise, and then they're gonna kill him for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that is so Thrawn.
Yeah, because he's like, well, I can't figure out. She's gonna figure it out. So go off.
You go off, and when you find them, because they send Balin and Shin. Shin's everybody's favorite. They send both those guys
all over
to go off and track him. And this episode, they don't do much, but we get a little bit more of, or at least Balin's insight, because Shin asks him, because he's talking about like this is folklore story you hear from the Jedi, and she's like, "What do you miss more about like that being in the Order?" He's like, "I miss the idea of what the Jedi should have been, but they clearly weren't, and that's weakness."
I'm searching for a further power you aren't even aware of,
right? Which thank you, Star Wars Explained, because when they were talking about it, I didn't think about this, but maybe they knew that Ezra went into the world between worlds before, and they're here to try and find a way back there.
Yeah, who knows?
To alter time.
I mean, come on.
Because he said, what did he say? He said, we want to go back to the beginning. He wants to go back to the beginning. Yes. So that tells me he somehow wants to time travel and stop the vicious cycle of Jedis falling, empires rising, and yada, yada, yada.
Sounds a little risky to me.
That sounds risky on a few fronts. One, if they mention time travel before in Star Wars,
it's Jover. It's Jover
because we already know how the internet is with these people. Anything they hate, which is everything, they could just say, we can just go back in time and fix it. Fix it.
Time thing is always a woozy.
And I trust Dave Filoni to not do this. Like, I'm assuming the bad guys will fail in this assumed plan that they're trying to do of going back in time. Because Shin just wants power, but he's like, that power is fleeting. Like the Empire. It's baby stuff. It's baby stuff. I want the grand plan, which is, I guess, to rule time and space and make everything
just
good.
Drown.
He could just drown, but like I doubt the Force will send him there. The Force is like, no. You're gonna try to abuse this place.
It's like, all right, just jump off the cliff. You sent Ahsoka down.
Yeah, he's like, you literally sent her there. Cause I love how they thought she was dead, and I'm like, you literally just like threw her over a cliff.
I don't know why they really thought that was
I mean, I guess technically, if she chose not to live in that world between worlds with Anakin, she technically would have died.
Correct, but if you don't see the body, they're probably still alive.
Correct, which is why Thrawn was mad. He was like, because the mother's like, we sense another Jedi coming. And he's like, I love how he like automatically knows, because they didn't say anything. He automatically knows, it has to be Ahsoka.
Ahsoka Tano.
and he's like, get me her background, get me her culture, get me her master. I want to know everything about this Jedi, because clearly you guys are messing with.
Sit in his chair.
Like, read it. Her master was Anakin Skywalker. And I love how people are talking about, they were like, people who haven't seen Rebels, people who were saying, we need to see why Thrawn is such a threat.
Yeah.
And they were talking about like him maybe like blowing up something or like taking over a planet or something. And I'm like, you know he's a threat just by him talking.
Yep. Y'all watch Rebels, right? Right? Please tell me you guys watch Rebels before this. Please.
If you didn't, you're missing.
You literally, no wonder you literally hate everyone.
And honestly, that makes,
because you would be like, who are these people?
Who are these people? Who are you people?
Like, who is this Moses man?
Exactly.
Who is this sassy lost child?
Like, who's this blue man talking about
blue
art?
Man?
Like,
why is he so threatening? Why did we go all the way here for this man?
Because of Rebels. Like, I think that's literally why, honestly, not thinking about, I really think that's why people are not, the people who are hating this episode, they don't get it because they haven't watched Rebels. Hell, some of them haven't watched the Clone Wars. They don't know what the hell's going on.
They're like, I don't know who this Hera chick is, but she mad thick, y'all. Wait, that's the only thing I see about Hera is that she's mad thick.
It's like, bro, she's more than just thickness. She is a leader of a rebellion. Like, what are you talking about,
like,
bro?
oh no, y'all.
Bro, that
They did not watch Rebels.
they did not watch Rebels because she thinking Rebels too.
Yes.
But she more than just thickness. She is the
Yeah.
mama of the rebellion.
That's just the cherry on top, okay?
Exactly. That is not her whole being. That's literally just a cherry on the cake.
But watch Rebels, please. Watch Rebels.
Because some of these things that they talk about, like, of course, Ezra saying, you know, I knew you would find me. Like, he makes a whole hologram about how he had to do this. Like, you'll see the space whales in Rebels, so you won't see these creatures and be like, what are, like, Star Wars doing whales in space?
Now we got space traveling whales.
Come
What's
on.
going on here?
And, like, was one of the people that, like, whales in space.
Whales in space.
But then once you see what the whales in space do, you're like, I vibe with the space
This
whales.
is getting ridiculous.
This episode got so ridiculous. This is the most Disney Star Wars, because it reminded me of like a little bit like Peter Pan mixed with like Alice in Wonderland mixed with what else am I thinking of? Like those classic like Seven Doors maybe with the Snorlax with all the little. This is the most. I'm not saying this is a good thing. This is the most Disney episode Star Wars has ever filmed.
If you don't like Disney, this episode was trash.
Correct.
If you do like Disney, this episode was good.
It was fantastic for y'all Disney lovers because this is a very perfect encapsulation of Disney and Star Wars. I loved it. I thought it looked good. And also, I don't know what people are talking about it looking this series looking bad.
Yeah, a few people.
This series looked movie quality.
Yeah, I don't think it looks. It's not the most amazing thing out there, but it's certainly not.
Like by far, I would have to say it'd be this series, then Andor, and then The Mandalorian. That looks the best. Those three are like the best looking Star Wars shows.
I'm like, I mean, I don't know what we're comparing it to, but
they're compared to the movies, which is like movies get $100 million budget. You can't
compare it to the movies.
Yeah, that's like apples and oranges. Like you can't do that. So like once we get the Dave Filoni movie, which I am getting even more excited about.
Wait, what is that?
Oh, you don't know about the Dave Filoni movie?
No.
Oh, okay. So basically, what they're doing is Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew that's coming out, and I think that's all the shows. All these shows are leading into like a big event, a big movie event.
And this movie's not going to get canceled?
Well, D4, that is the big question mark, ain't it? Now, I'm going to say no because Dave Filoni's behind this. And it's Dave Filoni's movie. And it has some sort of plan to it. So my instinct is telling me no. But you are not wrong in assuming this is on the chopping block because it's a Star Wars movie.
We'll see.
And also, rumors is little sidetrack. They're supposed to have a Lando show. Now they're going to turn it into a movie. That one's definitely getting canceled.
Oh yeah, that's not happening. That's
definitely getting canceled. I don't know whether Donald Glover wanted it to be a movie or Disney said, we're not going to do a series of this. Let's make a movie. That one's definitely getting canceled. So if you're ready for a Lando movie, do not hold your breath.
Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, they're going to make a whole movie about it. So that's what I'm assuming at the end of Ahsoka, it's going to end probably with Thrawn in the galaxy with like a massive fleet behind them.
And then Thrawn will get eviscerated because he doesn't show up later.
Correct. So in that movie, he has to get eviscerated.
Yeah.
And I really hope we see Luke has to be a part of this whole galactic threat.
Luke.
Literally, Luke, bro. I'm like, Luke, you are the son of Anakin Skywalker. Go out there with the space whale. No, open your eyes, Luke. Go out there with the space whales and help Ahsoka.
He's like, space whales, that's the thing?
He probably would say, he's like, whales in space? I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm like, yeah, maybe if you go out. Go out and touch grass, Luke.
Better he's touching grass.
Not touching the right grass because Ahsoka needs help. Because she's going there assuming that maybe Sabine's not with them, but she's aligning with them to get Ezra. But she's going there basically alone, basically.
Yes.
She has no real help to cut, especially since they had to fight through a whole battalion of stormtroopers. It looks like that's gonna be so cool.
She'll be fine.
I think so. Her and Ezra, bro. Episode 7 or 8, both of them with Sabine tearing through. Yo, I think we're gonna see something crazy in the next 2 episodes.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Got some good build up. Come on. All we have to do is continue.
Oh, I think D4 we're gonna get like literally Star Wars Force Unleashed type of shit. We're gonna get like them throwing starships. Just flicking them, destroying a bunch of. I can't wait to see how Thrawn, because he's gonna have to escape this place.
Yes.
I'm assuming without Ezra and them along. I'm assuming. Because when the Space Wars come, the Space Wars can't really fight back. So, like, maybe they dip before they start getting shot at.
Oh, we are here.
Yeah. And Ahsoka just flies in. Or they actually fight the Space Whales. Which I really don't want to see Space Whales on TV. I don't want to see
They were smiling.
I know. They were so happy just to have people in their mouth. And fly.
Yeah, that's the thing to be happy about.
You know, if you're a giant, space creature, why wouldn't you be?
I know, right?
I love this episode.
It was just Disney.
I literally ended. What did it end on? End on Thrawn's face. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, because they're like, you're here for this, right?
Oh,
right?
Well, the people who watch Rebels and read some of the books and probably love Thrawn from the EU, yeah, those people love this. People who have no idea who Thrawn is.
Who is this Blue Man?
They're like, bro, everyone is talking about Blue Man. I don't get it.
I don't get it. He's just a blue man with red eyes.
Watch Rebels, please. Like every time, if y'all didn't see Star Wars and I made you go watch Ahsoka, I'd make you at least watch Rebels. Because I even the Marvel shows, like, I have to watch the Marvel shows to know what the hell's going on.
Correct.
That's why no one liked Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange. Because no one watched WandaVision.
Everyone who did not watch WandaVision absolutely hated the hell out of that.
Mm-hmm. And that's because they had no idea what the hell was going on.
I can't blame them, because if I didn't watch it, I'll be like, what the hell's going on too?
Correct.
It's like, what is this?
It's like when you watch the Star Wars movies with no recollection of anything that happened before. You're really just like, it's just lasers on the screen, pew, pew, pew.
Lasers?
You're like, and now that I showed you it, now you understand the magical.
Wow.
If you guys don't like Star Wars, I don't know. You have no soul. I can't fathom.
I have no soul.
I can't fathom. And you're here every week with us.
Be back next week.
And I love this episode. I rate this episode a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Maybe actually not 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, where did the 1 point and actually no, yeah, the 1.5.
Well, I feel like I shouldn't give every episode 9.9 out of 10. That's probably one of the reasons. 2, I'm a combat guy, so I like like they got lightsabers, so I like that. But also, I kind of wanted to see Thrawn, I don't know, do something.
I mean, next episode he's probably gonna do something.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna do something.
So I guess we'll put it at 8.5 and save the points for later. You feel me?
Yeah.
Maybe next episode will be 11 out of 10. We could give it back.
Yeah, we're gonna give some of those points back, because this episode definitely felt like a build-up episode to what's gonna happen next. Yeah. So I give it 8.5. What do you give it?
Yeah, I wouldn't give it a 9 either, because a 9 means that some things happened.
Right, exactly.
Things happen, but not really anything happened.
Right.
So, yeah, 8 or 8.5.
Okay. Sure. What's your prediction of the next episode?
Damn. Well, they're obviously gonna meet up at the town. Probably the freaking lobster, hermit crab creatures are gonna scream and run everywhere.
Also, I love the shot of the baby.
Oh, the baby.
The baby. Oh, the little baby snail creature.
I hope they'll be okay, because I feel like they're gonna show up and freaking ramshackle their village.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I can't remember what the episode name is, but there's an episode in Clone Wars where Anakin gets injured, and him, Ayla Secura, and Ahsoka land this planet with these pacifists. How would you call them? I know. Pacifists, like lemur monkeys.
Yeah.
And the Separatists come there and ransack their village. It's literally giving me that vibe.
Yeah, I think the same thing's gonna happen.
Okay, so my prediction is what you just said. I think we're gonna see Ezra wield his lightsaber.
Yes,
Again,
for sure.
it's gonna be cool. I'm going to assume Ahsoka makes it. We might see some death of space wheels.
We're probably gonna see him.
In fact, we might see a massacre.
Please, not the one that carried them.
That one's definitely gonna eat the dust.
He's so big, boy, bro.
He's a large target. He's the
that means he's a large
he's
target.
definitely gonna be the one to eat the dust. Because Thrawn has to be like, you specifically, you brought them here.
He's like, and I know you could take her back.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna see some death of space wheels. I'm also gonna say that Thrawn makes it to our known galaxy in episode 7, probably at the end.
Yeah, because they need to stuff a lot of stuff because we don't really have that much episodes left.
Right, we have 2 more. This one was 49 minutes. Honestly, I would really love for the next 2 to be an hour plus.
I hope so because there's a lot to cover.
But I don't think they will.
Yeah.
I don't think it will. Because, like, I really wish I knew the timeline of the Dave Filoni. Because I don't know how this show's going to end. Because I
don't know either.
Yeah, knowing his movie's coming up, Thrawn's not going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Balin and Shin are the only 2 I'm thinking they're gonna die. Mm-hmm. But even if they don't die, the actor Ray who plays Balin, he's dead in real life, so you can't really do him again. So I'm really curious to see how this show ends, knowing what's coming up in the future.
That's a good question.
So
I don't know. I don't have any predictions for that.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know either. And honestly, we're probably gonna get an hour plus, because one thing I love about Stranger Things, the last couple seasons, every one of their episodes were like an hour and 30 minutes.
True, Jesus.
I would love an hour and 30 minutes episodes of Ahsoka.
I doubt that one.
No, because literally all they've been doing is like 30 to 40 minutes. 50 minutes is the highest we're gonna get.
Yeah, and that was just for like the special episode.
I was like, no, because you got so much stuff to tell, but they're gonna tell in the movie, so I really want to see that movie. I can't wait. That movie's supposed to come out in 2023. Mm-hmm. That movie is allegedly coming out in 2025.
2025.
Alleged. So basically, okay. So I'm gonna make another prediction, not for the show. Hopefully when we go to Japan in Star Wars Celebration, at Star Wars Celebration, be there guys, because Hamtainment, the D4 channel.
I mean, you're not
I
wrong.
am part of Hamtainment, but the D4 channel. Hopefully we're big enough where some people know us. That'd be very cool. I ain't gonna lie.
That would be crazy.
That would be kind of crazy. But I'm gonna predict in that celebration, we're gonna get a trailer of Dave Filoni's movie.
Hey, Star Wars Celebration, do you want to like give us a free?
That's literally my goal. That's literally my goal, D4. Them giving us please. I know you're not gonna do it, but like, I would love a free ticket.
You know, we're asking polite, please.
Like, once we get big enough to get free tickets, D4, that's how we know we make it. And you know how we can get big enough? When you like and subscribe.
Like that transition right
I'm gonna look at it. You gotta like and subscribe and comment, because the discussion is really the most important part of it. Comment, because we will, write back on all your comments, good or bad. Like,
bro, I don't even care if you just say, I love Shin, I sim for Shin. I don't care. Just leave a comment.
Just leave a comment, because we will respond. That's how it makes the algorithm on YouTube say, look at these guys. People are talking about these guys.
Bro,
you're liking,
you
subscribing.
literally could just put anything Star Wars related, okay?
Exactly. And also, we got some new subscribers, so you know who you are for subscribing to the D4 channel. Thank you so much. And if you're going to subscribe, spread the word to all your loved ones around you. Like, if you like this type of energy, if you like our take on what's happening in these episodes, you let us know, because I know you're watching all the Star Wars videos. I know you're watching Star Wars Theory and Star Wars Explained and blah, blah, blah. But watch the D4 channel, because
small homemade.
We're small and homemade, and we're going to respond to every one of you guys. So, and also leave your rating of this episode in the comments below as well. D4. I'm about to go purchase a rat wolf dog.
And I'm gonna try to meet the hermit crab.
And we're gonna ride ourselves out of here. See y'all later, and may the force be with you, and kiss all your sexy blue men.
Oh yes.
Peace out.